Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more Mass Effect. Alright, so we are here on Pressup and we need to make our way towards a biotic compound. But first we are going to do a little bit of investigating. So we have an anomaly and some other debris, I think it was here. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and check out those and that should be the plan. Alright, so hopefully, yeah, we should be able to make our way there fairly comfortably. And well, even more fingers crossed that I can remember the controls. It's been a couple of weeks since I've actually played this game. I had to do a little bit of pre-recording, helping family move into state and all that, so it's been quite some time. But either way, this should be rather good. I think it should be not too bad. Alright, so it looks like we've got a couple of question marks on the map. Yeah, okay, so that is the anomaly. Now comes the question. Where exactly? Ooh, oh, that's right. Control is the button. Can we see? No? Can we see where the anomaly is hidden? Okay, so it's somewhere over here. Let's make our way down. I don't think we're too far in the grand scheme of things, but again, we don't want to take any unnecessary damage. So let's just... yeah, let's make our way down here. Up there it is. Okay, we see where we need to go. And then hopefully we should be able to make our way up here fairly comfortably. Alrighty-o, so ancient debris. Alright, let's go ahead and hop on out. Oh, wait a second. Let us not return to the Normandy.
Securing point.
Alright, what have we got? Recovery. What have we got here? Recovering an artifact. Let's go with that. Alright, so a Turian insignia uncovered. Digging under the beacon revealed a piece of scrap metal, likely from a very old freighter. It was marked on one side with the Macedon outpost insignia. Okay, cool. And then it looks like there is another marker, so let's go ahead and see what that is. Oh, wait a second. Is that... oh. Never mind. Wrecked mining vehicle. Okay, so what have we got here? The front of the rover is crumpled in from impact. A glance inside tells you the occupants, probably a team of illegal wildcat miners, are dead. Debris is still sliding down the furrows left by its tires, silent in the near vacuum atmosphere. Okay. I suppose that's not too good for them, but we should be fine. But nothing too bad for us. Let's go ahead and head over to more debris, and we'll see if there's anything else worth noting here on this little moon. Alright, come on. Let's quickly go ahead and... alright, maybe we need a little bit more of a run-up. There we go. Alright. That works better. And then... oh, we need to avoid some of this. Come on, Mako. There we go. Let's make it out of here. Alright, and then... here we are. Okay. That should do a fairly good job. And then... what do we find? Well, let's hope it's not another Thresher Maw. That would not be ideal, but we will see. A parachute? No, more debris. Okay. What have we got here? Crashed probe for salvage. Electronic skill too low? Huh. Hang on a second. I could have sworn that Garrus oh, okay, we need overload first. Okay. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 points, and then we need to return here. Either that or with somebody else. That's a little bit of a shame. Maybe what we'll do is we'll clear out the biotic compound and hopefully we can find... well, we can gain enough experience and return to that. Because that would be much, much better. Alright, so you know what? That way looks a little bit difficult. Let's go ahead and see if we can scale this part of the mountains. And then hopefully that'll give us a slightly faster and smoother run to the compound. Alright, so let's see what we can do. Alright, so the compound looks fairly clear. Yeah, some kind of mineral deposit as well that I can see in the on the horizon. Alright, well, we'll see if they've got anybody ready for a fight. I doubt that they're going to be easy to talk down, but we will see what we can do. Yeah, but you know what? If there's no one out here, we'll quickly go ahead and pick up that little bit of that deposit, and we'll see where that leads us. Alright, so we've got 2 buildings. But again, let's just quickly make sure we get this done and dusted. Alright.
Heading out.
A gold deposit. Wow, that's a huge amount of gold. Oh, well, we'll go ahead and get that done. Heavy metal has been found, a little bit of extra money and some XP. Let's just go ahead and do a quick U-turn. Do we go into the above ground or below ground building? You know, let's go ahead and we'll check out over here first. Let's just quickly go ahead and go for a bit of a run, and then we'll see just how that all plays out. Do we want a sniper rifle? Probably not. What is it? Is it F3? Yeah, there we go. That is our assault rifle.
This is a private sanctuary. Outsiders are not welcome here.
I need to talk to the man in charge. It's important.
Father Kyle wants nothing more to do with the Alliance.
I want this to end peacefully. If he doesn't see me, people can get hurt.
We won't let you take Father Kyle away. He protects us. We need him.
The Alliance wants someone to pay for those murders. Let me speak to Major Kyle, and maybe I can find some way to help you all get out of this alive.
Wait. Father Kyle will speak with you. Head to the building at the far end of the compound. He'll meet you there.
Alright, so I think we've got to go ahead and make our way through there. However, I do question whether we might be able to scavenge something through here anyway. I don't... oh, easy decryption. That'll do. Hang on, let's just wait for the timing to all pan out. And there we go. So a new pistol and assault rifle. We will take all. Got some good money as well. Yeah, we'll quickly check out this other place too. I'm going to assume that we're not going to have to fight these guys.
Those other men from the Alliance tried to kill Father Kyle.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm guessing this was going to be a
Everyone
fight.
looks at us like we're freaks, just because we have biotics.
Alright, so let's just quickly go ahead and run around and see what we can find. Oh, yep, okay. Definitely a few people we would have been fighting. We'll take again all of the upgrades. Anti-personnel rounds, that could have been handy. And then I think... let's just double check this corner over here. Alright, we should be fairly fine. Oh! Yeah, easy decryption, and then we'll head upstairs and we'll see what we can find. Alright, so let's go ahead and make our way in. I am very glad that these biotic cultists aren't too upset at our rather leisurely looting. But you know what? As long as it all pans out, that is all that we care about. I'm sure if for some reason we shot something, they might turn hostile. But if we still get a good experience boost, take what we can get, and there's no point in getting upset. Alright, let's just quickly check down the other end. If there's fuel containments and things, I'm sure there's... okay, so there is a container. It's just not one that we can loot. Alright then. We'll see how that all does. Alright, anything else from these guys?
Just because we're biotics doesn't mean we don't deserve to be treated fairly.
Alright, so, yeah, I think nothing too much is really here for us. Alright, back outside we go. It looks like Garrus has been watching the building for us. Yeah, not entirely sure if that's the best tactical approach, but it seems to have worked, so we will not argue with Garrus. Okay, so let's see what's in this other building and see where this takes us. Alrighty-o.
We can't trust the Alliance.
Alright, so clearly they don't like us, or at least, the Alliance at the minimum. Can we go ahead and... hang on, what was the button? Is it, you know what, that'll just have to be good enough. We'll tell them to follow me if necessary, but otherwise we'll just let it be for now, if things go awry. Alright, power junctions. I'm guessing those things could become a little bit dangerous if shot at. Yeah, but I guess it'll just have to, well, I'm going to hope we don't have to fight the guys on the way out. Otherwise we could have a very interesting run. Alright, so obviously the marker's off to the right, therefore we investigate the left. It's always the right way to do things, just to make sure we get all of the bonuses. Alright, we'll take all of these. And then... another malfunctioning object. Okay, what have we got? A recoil damper. And a high caliber barrel. Okay. That'll do. Both of those should be fairly good. But either way, first, let's talk to Kyle.
I am Major Kyle. I know why you've come. We have no quarrel with you. Why can't you just leave us alone?
What happened to those other Alliance officers? The ones who came before me?
They wanted to take me away from here. They wanted me to abandon this place, turn my back on my family. They spoke blasphemy. I did what I could to make their end quick and painless. I had no other choice. It was necessary to protect my children. Only I can keep them safe.
The Alliance sent me to bring you in, Major. Can't you see this has gotten out of hand? Don't you understand you are endangering your followers?
I respect that you have come under a banner of peace, but I cannot do as you ask. If you take away their father, my children will be helpless.
You ordered your followers to kill those Alliance investigators. You must face the consequences of your actions. Do you really want your children to suffer for your sins too?
No, this was my fault. My children are innocent, pure. Please, I never meant for this to happen. I'm sorry.
You're doing the right thing, Major. Your children will be better off for it. Come on.
Wait, if my children see you taking me away, they won't understand. They will attack and you will be forced to kill them all. You have shown me the error of my ways, Commander. Now you must give me time to explain it to them. It is the only way they will understand. Please, give me 1 hour. After that, I will meet the Alliance authorities at the gates of my compound and surrender without violence. I give you my word.
I'm gonna trust you. If you betray that trust, you and all your children will suffer.
I will not betray you, Commander. Thank you for this.
Your pilot can have an Alliance command patrol pick Major Kyle up. I just hope you know what you're doing, Shepard.
Alright, you should return to the Normandy and notify the Alliance of Kyle's surrender. They'll dispatch a ship to take him into custody. Cool. Okay, so it looks like we were able to deal with an entire cult without any bloodshed. I would dare say that is a remarkable victory, because I don't believe cults are typically too open to doing things a different kind of way than they prefer. But either way, at least that is done and dusted. Hopefully... Actually, no, we didn't get enough XP, did we, for our squad? No, we're only a little bit of experience off being able to get that level up that I was hoping for.
Don't try anything. We're watching you.
Alright, well then I guess... where was the door we came in? Actually, hang on a second. More crates. Hang on a second. Medium armor? Yes, we'll take that. A little bit of money and Medigel. I'm supposing there is at least another little bit somewhere around. I'm hoping that it requires a little bit of decryption, and maybe we can get a nice little boost. Yeah, power junction. Oh, medical kit. Yeah. Alright. Does look like we're slightly out of luck. Well, that's a shame. We could have potentially come back with someone like Tali, but for a single little thing, I don't think it's that much of a make or break issue. Oh well, a victory is a victory. We will take what we can get. Okay, so let's jump back into the Mako, and unless there's anything else, yeah, I'm not seeing anything that we can pursue. Is there anything else on the map that maybe we want to check out? You know what? That seems fairly open to fairly comfortable terrain. Maybe we go ahead and oh, actually, no, this would be flat, and then that'll be the mountain. Maybe what we do is we go forwards a little bit further. We cut across and we see if we can find anything else. Because, again, if we can get... Okay, we're at the border. That means... Yeah, okay, we'll cut across. I was hoping that maybe we'd find another deposit. I can't remember exactly how much XP we just gained from surveying the gold. But at the same time, too, if there is just that little bit there, I would rather... take it if we can. But either way, I don't think this is going to be too bad. Yeah, this is fairly consistent terrain, so nothing too time consuming for us to cover in the Mako. Oh, and that's right, we even have a nice little boost, so let's go ahead and use that, and we will see. Okay, I'm guessing that's about everything that we've got. It would have been nice, but oh no, I stand corrected. We have found another deposit. Alright, now I'm not sure if this is up on top or down below, but what we do have are jump jets, so it should be able to land safely. Yeah, let's see. Whereabouts are the... I'm guessing it's on top of that hill. Alright, hang on a second. Let's back it. Oh no, never mind. Some days you just can't quite get to where you want to go. Alright. All that we need is a little bit of traction. There we go. Alright. That should be fine. Oh. Alright. Let's work our way around. Okay, not too far, otherwise we'll fall off. But otherwise, I think... Oh no, it was on the other side. Alright, well then. That'll do. Let's... Come on, let's get the Mako into a comfortable spot. And then let's go ahead and uranium. Okay. Well, we must have a pretty decent suit because that can't be too healthy to be this close. But how much did that give us? 72 XP? Alright. Well, you know what? It's good enough. We found more than what we were going to. Let's go ahead and return to the Normandy. We'll just have to let the wreckage be what it was. Oh, well. Let's go ahead and... the debris. Let's go ahead and return. And hopefully, yeah, we'll get some good news about Kyle surrendering. Either that or we may need to jump back down onto the planet and deal with him appropriately if he does not want to come peacefully. Alright, so let's go ahead and have a quick look at our journal. We still have a couple of good missions. It does appear to be finished. Return to the Normandy. Okay, so that is basically everything. So from this point then, what do we want? Should we go ahead and do one of the main missions? I think we should. Let's go ahead and have a look at... Maybe we go to Pharos? That's not the worst idea. Let's go ahead and see what's there. Let's go ahead and...
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Admiral Hackett here, Commander. Your helmsman just forwarded your report on Major Kyle. We sent in a team as you instructed. Kyle's followers have disbanded, and the Major surrendered to us without incident. We'll make sure he gets the help he needs. To be honest, Shepard, I thought this thing was going to end in a bloodbath. I don't know how you did it. but you saved a lot of lives. Congratulations.
Alright, very nice. Okay, so that's that. Let's back on out. We need... Oh, that's right. Actually, hang on a second. We had a couple of options in this area, didn't we? Let's just double check. Anything we know of? Hades Gamma for Parliament. Hades Gamma. Okay, so we've got a few of these for a missing survey team and a hostage issue. Okay. Okay, so Hades Gamma. I think that's going to be the direction we head here. Yeah, we'll get to the main missions, but we'll do what we can while we can. So that's Hawking Eater. We need the Hades Gamma. Okay. You know what? That's not too bad. Do we need... I guess we might as well travel over here. It should hopefully pan out. If not, we'll just quickly jump across. Alright, so let's search what we can see. A gecko, no. Anything else over there? What have we got? Trebin. We can land here. Okay, so I'm guessing this is one of the places where... Ah, here we are, survey team. Okay, so we will come back for that, but let's just quickly make sure that we search everything. Yeah, survey. Get some more experience. Anything else worth noting? Loba. Let's go ahead and matriarch writings. That's very nice. And then I think... Oh. Is it the other one? No. Survey. Maybe we have two missions on the same planet. Yeah, it seems to be about the case. Alright, let's go ahead and head on down. Let's go ahead and land and see what we can do. So, let's see. We have an atmosphere, mostly of nitrogen and argon. And then anything else? The survey team is on the surface monitoring geological and meteorological effects of the test impact. Most of the water released is still in the form of atmospheric vapor, but thick clouds... Okay, so they're trying to terraform. Alright, looks pretty safe. Sounds fairly decent. Let's go ahead and see what is on the planet. Alright, so who do we wish to bring along? We probably want a little bit of tech. So let's bring Tali, since again we are dealing with the mining. And then let's also bring... maybe we bring a little bit of biotics with Caden, or do we bring Rex as well? You know what? Mining. Krogan. He's got strength. You never know. Let's go ahead and bring these two. That should be fine. Yes, that should be a good squad selection. Alright, well, where are we and where do we have to go? So we've got an anomaly, another research base, and another anomaly, as well as debris. Well, I suppose what we could do is we could quickly head over here and then head north to the debris, and then... yeah, we'll work our way through those anomalies and the research base, and hopefully cover a little bit of ground. So that would be ideal. We just need to head off this direction first, and we'll see if anything is out here. Who knows? Could find anything. Maybe some more Geth, maybe another Thresher Maw. It does look fairly flat, and I feel like that's kind of terrain that a Thresher Maw would prefer. I know that they're not exactly a an odd sight out here. Okay, but it looks like they're not around. Can't see any other deposits over this fairly barren waste landscape. Alright, well, that should be fine. Right, what do we see? Okay, so we've got a couple of things. We have apparently we have some minerals over here. Let's quickly head off to the east for a second, and we'll collect that before we investigate the debris. The debris is kind of a known marker, whereas this is not. So what do we have? We have plutonium. Alright, well, we'll take it. Now let's go ahead and survey. And so that's a rare element. Excellent, an extra 82 XP. And then let's just go ahead and make our way back towards the debris. Oh, and one other thing, let's go ahead and check out our squad. I believe Tali needs... Yeah, we need to spend a few more points. She's already got electronics maxed out, which is fantastic. Dampening, not quite what we need. We want... here we are, decryption. Yep, as well as AI hacking. So... Okay, so she's already maxed out for electronics and decryption. That's really good. So the 4 points we have, maybe we go... Decreasing some of her tech times, that's not bad. Put a couple of points into maybe some basic armor. Actually, you know what? Yeah, tech resistance and shield capacity. Let's go ahead and max this out for now, and then let's put the final point into hacking just for better tech time reduction. I think that should be... I think that'll be the best call for now. So we'll go ahead and get that done. Oh, apparently... Oh, we have a couple of points too. We leveled up. Right. Well then, what do we want? We could go for our maxed out Spectre training so we can revive dead in... dead squad members. Could also go for maybe a bit of... Oh, an advanced adrenaline burst. That should be good. We'll put in a couple of points to... Let's see, we could go for soldier for health regen. We probably should have a little bit of this, so let's put in a couple of points, and then let's do a little bit more with armor so we can eventually equip heavy armor. Yeah, I think that seems good. And as for Erdnot Rex, let's go ahead and give him more health regen. Possible. Could go for a shotgun as well. We've got a couple of other... Oh, advanced immunity? Maybe we boost up some of his biotics. Yeah, you know what? Let's kick this up by a decent number of newtons. That should be fine. And then let's also go with the barrier. I think that should be fine. Yeah, that's going to make him a pretty decent... combatant. And then it looks like we've got stasis as well, which we may unlock in the future. I think that's probably going to be the next thing that we'll work towards. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, and 4. That should be his next level up. Alright. Well, that'll be very handy. Being able to control the battlefield that little bit better definitely sounds like a good plan. Yeah. Battle control, action economy, all that stuff. Normally one of the biggest things in games, so definitely worth noting. Although I do see up over here on the map, we have a little red blip on the debris. Is that a Geth? I wouldn't put it beyond them. Either that or maybe a pirate? Oh, scavengers. Okay, well, you know what? Our shields are holding fairly well. I hadn't considered scavengers, now had I? Oh well, that's fine. At least that all worked out. It looks like... What's that? That looks like it could be a Turian. Actually, it looks like a fair few Turians. Alright then, well that is a little bit odd, but we'll work with it. Let's just go... Let's go here. Oops. Bypass failed. That's a shame. Can we do that one more time? Oh, that seems a little bit easier. Let's just go. Oh, by the skin of our teeth, we made it. Alright, cryo explosives, armor plating, and radioactive rounds. That sounds wonderful. Yeah, let's go ahead and jump on into our vehicles. So, let's head up to the anomaly, and then... Oh, do we want to go ahead and upgrade any of our weapons yet? Well, clearly if we've got scavengers nearby, maybe that caused a little bit of an issue as well. I wouldn't put it beyond for us to have a little bit of a fight on our hands with some people. Yeah. Oh, well, we'll see how it goes. Let's go ahead and first of all go ahead and head on up here. It's fairly well out of the way, so I doubt it's going to be anything too dangerous, but maybe it gives us a better idea as to what's been going on. Who knows, maybe we lost the survey team because of those scavengers. Alright, what's going on with this transmitter tower? Let's go ahead and jump on out. Oh. Hang on a second. Oh, I see what's going on. It's crashing things. This device is transmitting tight beam signals into geosynchronous orbit. This disrupts the survey team's GPS satellites, causing them to crash nearby. Yeah, yes, very diabolical. They're crashing things so they can salvage them. Well, you know what? That is one way to work smarter instead of harder. But unfortunately, that means we're still going to have to deal with a few things. Let's go ahead and make our way down back towards the plant. Yeah, after having seen that some of those guys have some weapons and all, there could be a bit of a fight, or the survey team might already be wiped out. But we should probably check that out as soon as we can. Alright, so where... Oh, there it is. Okay, that looks like the... Yep, that would be where we're heading. Nope, for a second then I thought I may have seen a little vibration on the screen. Thought it could have been a thresher more. Oh, but it looks like we've got another couple of things around. So let's go ahead and see. We have... What do we have? Oh, we have 2 locations to choose from. Okay. So one goes down into some sort of mine. I guess it probably makes sense to see what's going on over here first.
It's deserted.
Yep, well, that very astute there, Rex.
According to these data logs, the survey team unearthed some kind of alien technology.
That
could be answers at the excavation site.
Alright, probably is, but let's go ahead and quickly sort this out. Oh, whereabouts was it? Alright, so another pistol, hammer 2, and edge 3. Yep, sure, that'll do for now. Let's see, that's one building down. Let's check out the next. Chemical rounds. Okay, that's going to be handy, I'm sure. And medical kits. Okay, a little bit of Medigel. Alright then. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and we'll head into the mines. But first, what do we want the inventory. That's right. So we're going to take all. Armor-wise, have we got anything better at this point? We do have the Explorer 3. That is straight up an upgrade. So we'll take that, and then... Yeah, I think that will have to do for now. Alright, actually, hang on a second. Have we got anything better than the shock absorbers? So, a little bit of... Wait a second, is that physics? Yeah, shock absorbers. Okay, so 10% physics threshold. Maybe we go for... Maybe a little bit of a hardened weave could be useful. Better protection against biotic and tech attacks. Yeah, that seems like a good plan. We'll go ahead and chuck that in there. And then for our grenades, we've got Fusion Explosive 3, but we can go for the... high explosive, maybe? No. You know what? We'll just leave it there. And then as for weapons, anything else that's particularly good? No, it seems like we haven't picked up anything too amazing. As for pistols, nothing good there. Shotguns, I feel like we've kitted ourselves out with the best stuff for now. Let's just double check our upgrades. We have basic rounds for shield bypass. Let's move to anti-personnel rounds, maybe? Yeah, that seems ideal. And then what have we got? We've got a heat sink for 10%. Heat high caliber barrel. What is that? Extra damage, less rate of fire, less heat absorption. You know what? We fire fairly quickly. Slowing that down is not going to be the end of the world. And we normally kill things pretty well. You know what? Sure. Let's go ahead and chuck that onto a high caliber barrel. Rex, I think we'll give him... Oh no, we already have everything we need, I think. Yeah, I don't think that there's anything that can really benefit him for now. We do have an extra... You know what? Sure. High caliber barrel on a shotgun, that seems pretty good. And then radioactive rounds, that seems decent enough. And then Tali, let's just double check that you have... Oh yeah, we'll give you a better shotgun, that seems fine. And then... Let's just go with chemical rounds for now. Give you a bit of a variance compared to us. And then let's also go with a... Weapon stability. You know what? I don't like any of these mods for a shotgun, so we'll leave that be. But we do want to double check that she has armor if possible. Nope. And nothing else. Okay, that'll be fine. Let's just go ahead and jump on into the vehicle and head down to the site. Yeah, alien artifacts. Question is, what kind of artifacts and how bad is it going to be? Alright, but you know what? I think what we'll do is, yeah, you know, let's come back with this in the next one. Yep, we know where we're going. We're going to make our way down into the mines, and who knows? It could be quite the labyrinth. So, if you do want to see just exactly what is down there, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.